what about other cities? Because President Trump has sort of floated, he does this. He'll float ideas to sort of gain, sort of reaction a little bit, maybe stir the pot a little bit. He's floated some kind of federal takeover to get things back into order in cities like New York, Chicago, and others. Is that even legally possible?
There is legal possibilities there. So President Trump has the authority to send out the National Guard to assist in local law enforcement affairs. Now, these National Guardsmen cannot go in and make arrest, but they can be there for assistance purposes and supportive purposes for local law enforcement. So he can certainly do that. And then also, pursuant to the Insurrection Act, if there is what is deemed to be an insurrection, and we've seen, especially out in LA a couple of weeks ago with the riots over the immigration, certainly insurrections going on, and that it would come up to it'd be an argument as to what the definition of an insurrection is. But I think Trump could send out National Guards to take over these cities, or to protect these cities, not take over. These cities should be doing it on their own. Unfortunately, most of the cities we see this in are Democratic-led cities, which is unfortunate. Most strong Republican cities, you don't see these type of activities in. So I support the idea that if folks like Gavin Newsom are going to allow riots that are violent, that are destructive, that's a matter of national security. And if President Trump believes that he should send out the National Guard, I think he will.
So as Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth said, it's sort of a force amplifier. We're basically boosting what they're already doing. Like you said, they're not, detaining people. But if we go on the other side of this argument, say, if a Democrat president was doing this, I'd probably be a little apprehensive, because then you start to get into, well, is martial law coming or anything like that? So, as a constitutional conservative kind of point of view, do you see any danger in this, or guardrails that you at some point maybe you would become concerned if this progressed? Is there any scenario like that?
Well, I mean, I think anytime that something happens like that, it is a slippery slope, or it could be perceived as a slippery slope. If you give an inch, they take a mile. I think what Trump is trying to do is say, hey, states, cities, you take care of your own citizens, you protect your citizens, you follow the law, you make sure that violence is not rampant, and we'll leave you alone. However, if you're not going to do that, then we have an obligation as a society to step in. So, let's hope that these cities will see what's happening in DC, and they'll take the initiative themselves to correct the issues in places like LA and New York, and we won't have to deal with that. But I do see the argument on the other side that once it starts, it may not stop.
Well, it seems as though government, for all its problems and things we don't like about it, at the very basic level, you have to provide safety and security for your citizens. I mean, if I was going to argue, you have one job, I would think that would be it. So if they're not doing it, something has to be done, because this is the United States of America. People should not be having to worry about being able to walk down the street at 7 p.m. at night.